Fight, it's here, and the fighters are good to go.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night, because if you're a fight fan like me, this is what I live for.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Right hook is finding its target. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
How about this variety going downstairs and upstairs? Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. There's a counter shot. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Switched off. What you doing? Get out there and swing.
And there's the bell to start round two. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
The straight right just misses. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. That was the moment.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
So much firepower here. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. Punch, counter punch. It's all offense all the time. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. On to the third. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Throws the jab, it doesn't score. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Beautiful counterpunch. We've never seen big shot, and Alvarez is on the canvas. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
I've got to see that again.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
Can make or break a fighter.
You're smart, you weren't loading up, but you're still landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab. Nope.
Okay, now you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round.
Do what you gotta do. Good work. I don't want you to load up.
Win this round.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Hard, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Straight right just misses. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Nice counter shot. Well, we knew this was going to happen. Some taunting. There's a counter shot. One punch could change the entire complexion. Hold that thought. Canelo in serious jeopardy here is going to the canvas. I promise you, all three judges here back into the fray here in round 5. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They drop caught. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
They exchange punches. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Throws the jab, but does not score. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. How are they still standing?
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Oh, you work all the way through camp. That's a terrible...
We can't figure it out. Good work. There's 1-2 straight down the middle.
You're much better. He's not in your league. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together. And go out there and put it back.
And there's the bell for round 6. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Left hook just missed. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That jab doesn't score. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, there is no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Just keep him on the end of that.
What are you doing? You've switched off completely. Get your mind back on the...
And just stick a few body shots in there, vary it up a little bit so we can't figure you out. Good.
It's a tough fight. And he's going to be confident now.
And there's the bell for round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged. Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas. true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that at the beginning, you get caught a lot more at the end.
A perfect counter lands. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
This is when you talk about championship material.
You're still landing your power shots. Good one. Don't forget the jab.
Come on, do you want to win this fight? Right, let's go out there. Get your...
What you got to do? Good work. Now, I don't want you to load up.
Round up, win the round on your jab, and breathe while you're stepping around.
And we enter the 8th round. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Perfect counter lands. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little favour to pickpocket him.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
There's a lot on the line here.
Time in already. That right hand's beautiful. Let's stop working a few body shots in there. Hurry up.
Okay, now you're switching off. I need you to focus on what you're doing.
Just do it. Don't let him back in or anything. Don't give him no free shot.
Betting this kid. Go back out there and win the round. Get back behind your jab.
That right hand's beautiful. That's it. Now just stick a few body shots in there. Vary it up a little bit so he can't figure you out. Good one.
And we enter the ninth. How much is left in their tank after last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
And they got caught! And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Good-looking hook, but it was blocked. Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas. Thought we were going, but he's going to take a knee.
It's really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
6, 7, 8.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. You've heard the old phrase, this might... And here comes the 10th round. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
What are they doing that round? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. What an upset here as Alvarez goes down. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Got to waste time. Get a step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum.
The pound-for-pound king, Canelo, is down. And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
They need to turn this around halfway through.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Oh my word, Canelo. Big heavy blow, and Saul is down. Lincoln, you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from? There's always a way back. Don't ever write anybody off.
Yeah, sure. It's the same again. Don't change too much. Just keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear. You were thinking, you were smart.
What was that? What are you doing? Come on, just switch it off.
Don't get carried away. Think about your defense. confidence on the end of all that.
It's a tough fight, and he's going to be confident now.
Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They ring the bell, and here we go. You'd like to see more jabs. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Alvarez down to the canvas. I can't believe it. We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin's standing up to that shot.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.